Welcome to another episode, everyone. This individual says Big U is a rat. Big U from Rolling 60's is a snitch. He said that he read the paperwork back in 2023 that Big U snitched on Eddie Boy. I suppose also the Eddie Boy that's from Rolling 60's back in the 90s. He says he exposes all of the Rolling 60's, saying that the whole neighborhood knows that Big U is a rat, that they read the paperwork as well, but are selective politicking or protecting Big U. Now, these are some very serious allegations, folks, to accuse a whole hood of harboring something that is against the gang culture and the street code, being a snitch, of harboring a snitch and knowing that he's a snitch, which would make them complicit, culpable individuals who are also guilty for hanging around this individual, supporting him, and etc. But this individual here, I don't know. He's also the individual apparently that dissed the Rolling 60's. He's also a member of the Rolling 60's, former member of the Rolling 60's. He's had a big beef going with Big U for some time now. I'm not sure what the beef originated over, but he's been attacking Big U. Big U has said some things about him as well before he got locked up. And now he's saying that he read paperwork on Big U himself and that everyone knows Big U is a snitch. Let's get into it.
Money and the respect in it. You feel me? It's nothing out of it no more. You know what I'm saying? See, back in the day, it was respect because of like fear, you know what I'm saying, and money, you know what I'm saying, stuff, status. Now it's like LA gangbanger, you looked at like corny and goofy, you feel me? Before it was like, oh, you was with the in crowd, you feel what I'm saying? Like you popping, you know what I'm saying? Like dudes, civilians ain't even scared of gangbangers no more, bro. You know what I mean? Like that was the whole purpose of it. Like I said, I'm not talking about the origination of it from was supposed to be positive. I wasn't around in that era, you know what I'm saying? In my era, it was about, you know what I'm saying, money, you know what I'm saying? We was running shit, had shit going on, you feel me? But now all that's gone. Once you accept rats, once you accept snitches, you know what I'm saying, your hood, it's over with, bro. It's no respect, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Once I read Big U paperwork, 2023, he was a rat. See, we're gonna get into when he really did it. But when I put it out there for the whole world to see this man's a snitch, the whole hood seen he's a snitch. And when everybody was still rocking with dude, and you only seen 600, Rose and Eddie Boy, you know what I'm saying, reading that paperwork and admitting, you know what I'm saying, then me going to other hoods, you know what I'm saying, I put up in other hoods, they read the paper, they requested the paperwork, bro. You know what I'm saying 50 niggas from different hoods, you know what I'm saying, pulled up at their park, read the paperwork, said dude's a rat, he's a snitch. Every other hood I went to read that paperwork, said dude's a snitch. The only ones who was protecting dude was my homies over there. And that's when the hood lost respect in 2023. Nobody respect Rolling 60's no more. Because y'all got a known snitch who told on one of your homies in the hood acting like he's still around, you feel me? And a little bit before that, we read Cowboy paperwork, took the stand, he's a snitch, you know what I'm saying? High risk pedophile, you feel me? On Megan's Law, got arrested the rest of his life on Megan's Law. You get what I'm saying? And when homies was around him and saluting him, nobody respected Rolling 60's no more, bro. I mean, the gangbanging, nobody respect gangbangers, period. But in that section right there, nobody cares about Rolling 60's no more. So let's take it even further than that. They just told me about Big U paperwork. 2023, we bust him out. When he snitched on Eddie Boy in 92, something like that. Eddie Boy took that paperwork. He went to the law library. He made 100 copies of that snitch paperwork in a pen in the law library. He sent that shit out to every homie he could think of. And niggas ignored that shit. So I don't want to hear nothing about my section, my era, about why things are different. No, we talking about the golden era. You feel me? The same paperwork that Big U became a rat on now in 2023 because 600 got the internet and a big platform. Eddie Boy sent that paperwork out 30 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? From the law library to every homie. So I don't want to hear nothing about no homies, no 6-0s, been doing this and doing that, and niggas got respect. No. Facts are the facts, bro. That ain't no new paperwork. that ain't We're not even gonna mention how he snitched on Sleep, you feel me? How he snitched on me, you feel me saying? Snitched on Whack, you know what I'm saying? Snitched on the homegirl, SKG, got her assault case, got a police issued phone, who knows however many other people got in jail. Not to mention all that new snitch stuff, you feel me? Dude been a rat for 30 years. And the Rolling 60s accepted him, homie. It took 600 to come out here, bro. By himself, frontlining, my nigga with Eddie Boy, to let niggas know he's a rat. Anybody messing with dude is foul, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't hear nothing about no 6 O's, got no super high standards. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that about the 6 O's, bro. You feel me? Y'all had dude over there rat, and it took 600 to bust dude out and wake niggas up. So I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, the 6 O's. No, I don't want to hear none of that, bro. Because dude been walking around there. Dude been walking through the pen, different pens as a rat. Dude came home as a rat on paperwork, and dude been over there ever since, bro. You feel what I'm saying? The only reason y'all ain't got a rat in your hood now, because the feds came and got him. He would have still been over there with that paperwork. So I don't want to hear none of that. I take all this lightly. I take all this tough talk lightly. All this tough talk about what dudes gonna do to dudes, bro. Y'all ain't killed no snitches. I don't want to hear no tough talk, bro. Y'all got high risk sex offenders running around there knocking niggas out on bikes, walking dogs down Crenshaw, hot on Megan's Law, knocking niggas out. Ain't nobody threw a fucking Sodak cowboy, bro. I don't want to hear no tough talk around there, bro. And them is just the rats that I bust out who spoke on me. We got a whole bunch of other rats around there that got paperwork on, bro, that we can speak on. And niggas are still cool with him, hanging with him, you know what I'm saying, doing crimes with him, hanging around, bro. So I don't want to hear none of this tough talk about who this and who that and what's going on. And I don't want to hear no tough talk, bro. You feel me? It's all tough. You feel me? It's all fake tough. It's all fake tough talk. You know what I mean? I know the real. You feel what I'm saying? And I've been out here, my nigga. Pulling up, going wherever I'm going to go comfortably. Wish a nigga would come near me playing, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So that is what it is. We stop talking about that. All right. It's all selective, bro. And that's not just my hood, bro. We can go into a whole bunch of other hoods, bro. All these dudes got rats in their hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? The biggest rat in Compton is from Santana Block, Compton Crib. The biggest rat in Compton. Still over there popping hot shit, talking shit to niggas. You feel me? You got a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You got a Rule 35B. You gave police sufficient evidence, information to get a time cut, my nigga. Not only that, my nigga, when you got pulled over with the work with your son before y'all did the deal and got caught, you signed a declaration and gave them more information and agreed to cooperate because they threatened to take your son. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to your son. They threatened to take your son away. And you was in fear of your son being mistreated in foster care, whatever type of care you said it was gonna be, bro. So you agreed to cooperate, bro. You feel me? That's all in the paperwork. This is documented shit. And this ain't nothing new. Your homie sent this to me, bro. Santana Block sent this to me, bro. And y'all better speak up or I'm gonna bust you out too. You know what I mean? Because y'all over there harboring rats. Y'all trying to use me. And Santana Block's trying to use me to put paperwork out. And this nigga still over here popping it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Then he dissed the hood. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, what is it? What we doing, bro? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The biggest rat in Compton from Santana Block. So I don't want to hear no tough talk. You know what I mean? You can't take a Rule 35B in no federal penitentiary, bro. It's gonna involve the whole card, Compton card, all that, bro.
Jeez. I didn't even know he was going there. I caught the little part about Big U and I stopped it there. I said, okay, that's enough for me to get into. Now, in fact, just earlier today, I played Baby Gangster, getting on him, 600, about 600 dissing the 60s. He supposedly dissed the Rolling 60s. I've been looking for it, I haven't found it yet. Supposedly he was on a live with someone on the phone with someone and dissed the whole Rolling 60s. But as you hear him saying, you know, he's not a part of the culture anymore. He stopped game banging 10 years ago, he said before in another video, more than 10 years ago or so. You know, he's on Big U, and as we hear, saying that Big U is indeed a rat, that he read the paperwork in 2023, that Big U ratted on many different people. Eddie Boy being one back in the 90s, that Big U has been a rat for over 30 years. And that all of the Rolling 60s have known this, that he went to some park, some meeting with heads from other hoods, 50 different heads from 50 other different hoods. They all read the paperwork on Big U, and they all said Two, that Big U is a rat. That they agreed that after reading the paperwork, oh yeah, this is snitching. This is his story. This is what he just said. But and that the Rolling 60s read that same paperwork where every other hood read it and said, yeah, he's a snitch. They read it and been protecting him. That Eddie Boy sent out, as we heard, 100 copies to, I guess, 100 different individuals. Allegedly copies of Big U snitching in his paperwork. And nothing has been done about it. They said he said that they would harbor him and all of that. So he's exposing or calls himself exposing, whatever, however you want to term it, the Rolling 60s, the whole hood, saying that the whole hood know that they have a rat over there and they are harboring him. They've known that he was a rat for over 30 years, have done nothing about it. And then he went on to say some other individuals that Big U supposedly told on got SKG, whoever that is, a female, an assault charge, all sorts of stuff. But again, apparently, not apparently, certainly him and Big U have some sort of beef going on. I believe that they were cool at first. They're both from 60s or was, whatever. And then, as we just heard, now he just goes on a tangent about Baby Gangsta from Santana Block and says that he is the biggest snitch in Compton. I mean, this is just wild work. It's nasty work, bro. He's attacking some otherwise reputable individuals, Big U and Baby Gangsta. Then, as we just heard, he goes on to say that the whole hood in Compton, all the Santana Block knows that Baby Gangsta's a snitch, that they sent him the paperwork. The Santana Blocks sent him the paperwork. And so that they're harboring the snitch too. He's calling out Compton. He's calling out the Santana Blocks. The same way he just called out the 60s, saying that they've been knowing Big U as a rat for 30 years and they have done nothing but harbor him. That's all of the Santana Blocks know that the biggest rat in Compton is this individual. I mean, this is nasty work to be saying on the internet. Regardless, he's just nonchalantly just kicked back, just saying this stuff like it's nothing. And you saying some serious stuff. This is serious. Believe me. I don't know. As you heard him say, he walks around when he has this thing with him and he's not playing, so he's not worried about it. He said he walks around comfortably. I'm going to be careful what I say. I'm not going to walk around comfortably because I have a weapon. That means nothing. You disrespect someone, you would get it, bro. How many people die with their weapon in tow? How many police officers die and they're trained to use their weapon to draw it quickly, to aim, to shoot, to fire, to hit their target? They die with their weapons on them all the time. Gang members and other individuals in life, period, die with their weapon on them. Some with their weapon right in their hand. Some were never able to draw their weapon. If you have your weapon on you, you have it tucked, even though it's on your person, and someone walks up from behind and pops you, what good does the weapon do you? Or you just don't see it coming. You're not able to draw fast enough. Because if you have a weapon and the other individual has a weapon, whoever the other individual is, again, as I've said before, it's even Steven. No one has to drop. You do not have an advantage. You just think that you do when you're walking around with your weapon. You think that you're big, bad, and tough. This is why I'm very wary of individuals who carry a weapon constantly. Because a lot of these individuals are egotistical. When they get into a situation, they're much more aggressive when they know that they have this weapon on them than they would be if they did not have the weapon. It gives them a sense of strength and a sense of power, having this firearm on their person. You can see it sometimes. You're in the store, you're at the gas station, these individuals looking at you crazy, ready to argue with you over any little small thing. Best believe, oftentimes, this individual has a weapon. This is what gives him this sense of aggressiveness and this sense of power, because they're not real men, so they don't feel strong without the weapon. But with the weapon, they feel extremely powerful. They walk around knowing that they have this thing tucked and feeling like you don't know it, but I get in anything, I'm going to whip out and I'll do what I have to do. Don't even look at me. It's their attitude sometimes when they know that they have this weapon on them. When they don't have the weapon, they walking around with a Kool-Aid smile on their face. Just as nice as can be, like the pastor at a church. But with a weapon, you'd think these dudes were John Gotti. But they don't understand that you have a weapon, and so does everyone else. They didn't stop making weapons when they made yours. Just in the same way that you're carrying around this weapon and it gives you a sense of power, the individual who you're getting into it with, who's also aggressive, and that's why you two are clashing, he's aggressive because for the same reason that you're aggressive, because he has his weapon on him as well. It's even Steven. At that point, your weapon does you no good if he has one too. It's whoever hits first. I know of a situation that happened recently. Two individuals got into it over, little territory beef. Dudes came out trying to take over the trap. These dudes were making money in that trap. Their homeboys have been telling them, we're going to come over. Not necessarily take over, but we're going to come over and we want to make some money too in this trap, in y'all's trap, basically. The individual told them, no, don't do that. You're not welcome over here. We built this trap up. We're doing this. We got this. Stay where you're at. Don't do it. They didn't listen. They came anyway. And two of the individuals got into it. One that came over to the trap and one that was already there in the trap that had told him not to come. When he came, they had words. They both drew down on each other. They both shot and they both killed each other. Both of them died. Both of them died right there. They shot each other and killed each other. They were both able to get off a shot or multiple shots, whatever. But both of them, and this has happened often, this is not rare, both of them ended up dead. So you both have a weapon. If you're sitting in your car and you got your weapon, you don't have it on. You're not walking around like this, with your weapon. You got it on somewhere tucked. And you walking around with your chest out, but you got it tucked. An individual walk up on you, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Bam! Before you can do anything. If you don't see it coming, you got your weapon and you died with it on you. You died with your weapon. It happens all of the time. So having a weapon, brothers, do not feel like you're a big man or that you're bigger than the next man or that you're going to make it home and he's not because you have this thing on you. You don't know what he has and what he's willing to do to make it home safe to his family. And if he has one and you got one, it's even Steven. You're no bigger, you're no better than him in this moment. It's 50-50. Who makes it out of this situation? One of you might, both of you might, neither one of you might. All of those are plausible when both individuals have a weapon and emotions are involved. So don't tout the fact that you have a weapon. Doesn't mean anything. Everyone has one and everyone wants to make it home. No one's sitting there letting you pull out your weapon and put one in their head without trying to put one in yours. Their life is worth living just like yours is. Who are you to take their life? They're not going to just sit there and allow you to do that. People are out here protecting themselves. Believe that. You better be careful. I don't give a damn if you got 2 pistols on you. You better walk around careful with those pistols. Don't walk around pulling them out on people and with your chest out because you got them. Somebody going to walk up and pop you before you can pull that thing out. Trust me. especially knowing that you got it on you. You always talking about you got it on you? Okay, cool. We know. Just get up on you and let off on you then. You dying like this. You done got halfway down. You ain't got your hand on the barrel yet, much less the trigger and pull it out. You dying like this. Boom, you're done. So what? You got it on you. You died with 2 pistols on you, boy. This stuff is serious. Don't think you're bigger because you have one, brothers. Everyone, human beings, don't think that. Have the mindset. Go into it believing that this individual has one as well. Approach every situation like that because he or she may very well have one. Little female I was dealing with not too long ago, well, it's been a little while now. She kept that thing in her purse. She kept it on her. She kept the blicky. She had about 4 of them, in her place, but she kept one in her purse at all times. You don't know who you're dealing with. You have to be careful.
You know what I'm saying? In the feds, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the paperwork. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear no tough talk. Like, why? Listen, once you fuck with rats, once you fuck with snitches, it's nothing tough about that. You don't scare nobody no more. Your name don't hold no weight. Your hood don't hold no weight. Once the rats is the bottom low level of the motherfucking gangland, bro. Once you become a rat, it's a rat. It's over with. So when niggas start harboring rats in their hood, we don't respect your hood, bro. You feel me? No one respects your hood. Nobody respect your cripping. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you want to stay on this channel? If you don't like what I'm saying, you can get the fuck off my channel, bro. You came on my channel. I'm not on your channel, bitch ass nigga. You on my channel, bro. Don't come on here telling me what I need to do, nigga. You on my channel, bro. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck off. You say something else, I'll make you get the fuck off this motherfucker, nigga. 'Cause I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking internet or no motherfucking views or none of this buster ass shit, bro. Dead homies, nigga. Get it together, nigga. I'm gonna turn this phone on.
I don't know. Maybe he's about to diss the Rolling 60's right there. Is that dude he talking to from Rolling 60's? Because one of these clips, he didn't diss the 60's, and this is where everyone is up in arms about this individual here. 600. Say he was talking to someone on one of these streams, and got upset, ended up dissing the 60's, disrespecting the 60's neighborhood, and that all of the Rolling 60's and all of the entire neighborhood car is upset with him. As I played for you all earlier, I covered it earlier today. I'll stop it there. Let me know what you think in the comments. He's exposing, if you will. He says that he's exposing. Hell, the Compton Crips at this point, at least the Santana block, and all of the Rolling 60's, that both of these hoods knew that they had a snitch over there and was harboring this snitch and all this stuff. Again, this is serious talk, man. This is some serious stuff. As far as I'm concerned, it's some weighty stuff. Just knowing what I know about the culture, this is some serious stuff. You may not think so because of the way that he's saying it, just having this conversation, as I said, sort of blasé, nonchalant, just he's a rat and everybody knows, and yeah, they was over there harboring him, and not necessarily aggressive or yelling or cursing, so well, he cursing a little bit, so you may not understand the impact of the words that's coming out of his mouth right now. But I do. Again, talking about 2 very reputable individuals. But I mean, reputable or not, if you're no good, if you're a snitch, you're a snitch. I mean, I get it, but you better know what you're doing and know what you're talking about when you're saying stuff like this about these type of individuals. And not only that, you're talking about whole hoods. Very reputable, dangerous hood. Santana block, Compton Crip. No thank you. And the Rolling 60's Crip, no thank you. I don't want no part of that. You ain't talking about these, the liquor store gangster Crips around the corner. You talking about some dudes, man, I don't know. I know things are different. Things are not the same. Things are soft now. As he alluded to, gang members are corny and all of this. And no one respects gang members now. Civilians, these conversations have been ongoing for a little time now here on YouTube, if you will. But as I've said, things are not soft. They're not sweet as many individuals may think they are. It's not like that. It's not that soft, man. Things are watered down now, but do not get it twisted. You can lose your life in LA, bro, and Compton and all that. Yes, sir. Quickly. So that's why these are some serious words, some serious allegations, talking about baby gangster like this and all of the Santana blocks, that they're harboring a snitch, that they've been known that he's a snitch, that they've been had this paperwork and all of this. Man, this is nasty work. And then said the same thing about the 60s. That they've been knowing for over 30 years that Big U was a rat. That other individuals read the paperwork, they agreed, they concurred, they said, yeah, after reading the paperwork, yeah, this is snitching, he's a rat. And the only ones who were still protecting him or not saying that he was a rat were the rolling 60s for the past over 30 years. He said 1992 or something. Nearly 35 years, 34 years. Let me know what you think in the comments. We have to be careful with our words here on the internet. I'm not telling anyone what to do and how to run their content. Do what you do. Do what you do. Everyone be safe and be careful. And words are extremely powerful. They are. They're mightier than a sword, and they have cost many people their lives. What has come out of their mouth. One word, 2 words, 3 words. One loss of your temper, you're in anger, you lash out and you say something that you regret for the rest of your life or something that takes your life. It happens all of the time. Words are powerful, more powerful than physical violence often. You will often hear people say that they would rather the individual would have socked them and gave them a black eye or something because that'll go away rather than say what they said to them, which has never went away. They've thought about it 40 years later. It's still on their soul, still pains them what came out of someone's mouth. Be mindful of your words because they can uplift someone or tear someone down. They have that effect. They have that power. So you want to be on the former. You want to uplift someone with your words. You want to encourage someone with your words and not use them to damage someone emotionally. Certainly not use them to put your own life in danger. Control yourself and control your words. Some things are just better left unsaid. Some things you can keep to yourself. I have paperwork. I don't even know, I believe that it's the real paperwork on an individual that we all know. I haven't exposed or said anything about it because I'm going to be careful. Because even if it's true, even if the dude is a snitch, it's just like, remember some time ago, the sister, the lady who had supposedly allegedly walked in on her dude getting down with another dude. And she made a post about it on Facebook or Instagram. Was talking about it. Yeah, tell them about that. Tell them about how I walked in and saw you, and I had to run out of the house. I saw you in there doing such and such. You describing stuff with this dude, with this man. Yeah, and I got it on tape or something. She was saying, "Give me some money." She was trying to extort him or something. Give me some money, and I won't expose it, even though she's already there exposing it. She's asking for money online on the internet, not to expose these individuals for doing whatever they were doing in their life behind closed doors, minding their business. Whether you think it's right or wrong, that's their life. And even though it may have been true that these individuals were doing this and that she had the videotape to prove it, they still killed her. The same day that she made the post, They still followed her, caught up to her somewhere, blocked her car in traffic, jumped out, and Swiss cheesed her, put holes all in her face. She is no longer, she's done, cooked, over, wrapped up. So be careful with your words on this internet. That's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Serious allegations here. Stay safe and stay free, people.